Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So happy Sunday, and thank you so much for spending a portion of your weekend with me. Today we are going to be talking about the essential ingredients for my beautiful ladies that are in their 60s. Before we go on, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and become part of the family. And let's get to those essential ingredients. So when you're in your 60s, it's basically your skin is, for most people, post-menopausal, all right? So what can happen after that stage of our life is that it can become very dry and fragile. And there's a couple things that need to be kind of reworked or rethought about when we are entering this stage of our lives. What I tell my clients is to really start thinking of being a little bit more gentler to the skin. Reason being is because the skin can become more fragile and thin at this age. So you don't want to be stripping it and kind of treating it a little bit aggressively like we have been doing in our other age ranges. So my first tip is to start thinking, obviously, about how you are cleansing your cleansing your skin. I'm still a big fan of double cleanses at this age, using an oil-based cleanser and then a soft, milky cleanser to make sure that the skin is really nice and clean. And then thinking about using lightweight serums. We still need to be talking about peptide serums, ceramide serums, things with omegas in there. And I really feel like those serums are beautiful for this age range because, again, they are hydrating, they are nourishing, they are gentle on the skin. Now, the one thing that I do tell my ladies of this age are to kind of pull back on some of those aggressive exfoliations. So start to pull back on your glycolics, start to pull back a little bit on your retinols. Now, not completely getting rid of them, but again, the skin is a little bit more fragile and you want to be really careful with the skin at this age. So to do an exfoliation, I actually recommend using a very gentle daily physical exfoliation. Now, that I'm not talking about scrubs. That is not what I'm talking about. I am talking about things that are called like rice enzyme powders. Obviously, there's one by Babor, and I'll put that below. The rice enzyme exfoliant by Tatcha. There's a couple other brands that, again, I'll put below so you guys can see some recommendations there. But basically what they are is you have their little powder, and you put them in your hand after you've washed your face, and you gently basically put a little water in the powder, and then you gently exfoliate the skin. That will be very nurturing to the skin, and again, using very delicate hands. I am always going to be a proponent of essences, so in my opinion, an essence is going to do every skin and every age range wonders. So basically making sure your skin is nice and clear, making sure you use an essence and a nice gentle exfoliator. For the daytime, I always recommend a vitamin C serum. At this age, you might want to think about hydroquinone, but again, it is a controversial ingredient. So that's up to you. I do love the vitamin C oil by Carez. That is a beautiful, beautiful oil that has great vitamin C ingredients in there. It's also super gentle, super safe, and very green. There is also a serum by a company called The Pharmacy, and it is a hyaluronic acids based serum. And again, I'll put all the information below in a picture while I'm talking about it. It has 3 different types of hyaluronic acid, and again, we know hyaluronic is going to be plumping and firming and all of those things, but again, in a gentle way. If you cannot tell the theme here, we're trying to be gentle and kind to our skin. So I'm still a big proponent of hyaluronic acid at this age and any age, to be honest with you. And then I want to talk about moisture. So again, like we said, you know, the skin becomes really, really dehydrated and dry and starts just really showing its age for a lot of people. So I really go for something for daytime that is more of a gel cream, because you still want something that's going to hold and lock in the moisture, but I'm not a huge proponent of using thick, heavy creams because sometimes they can be too occlusive on the skin. So they actually can create like a barrier to the skin that isn't what we want. Yes, we want to protect that lipid layer on our skin and keep it healthy so it does hold in that hydration and moisture, but using something super thick can actually sometimes clog the pores, and then you get a whole host of other issues. So something like that would be something that I would look into, something more water and gel based. Another thing I want to talk about is pore control. So at this age, we are going to see, obviously at any age, you're going to see definitely some situations with pores if that is your issue. But since the skin is so dry and just wanting moisture and wanting, you know, a humectance on the skin, you're going to see a little bit more kind of pores being able to be visible. So again, that's where your gentle exfoliation is going to come in. And that is absolutely where your lighter moisturizers are going to come into play, because the skin actually has a tendency to be kind of start to kind of sag and basically be a little bit lazy in my in very simple words. So keeping it, you know, light on the skin with your moisturizers and your serums and things of that nature are going to keep it in a little bit better working order. And then the last thing I want to chat with you guys about is oils. I love skin oils or beauty oils for really any age, but specifically for your 50s, 60s, and 70s, because sometimes oils have a tendency to penetrate a little bit better. They can be a little bit lighter than a moisturizer, and they can actually penetrate and deliver some of those amazing ingredients in the skin a little bit more effectively. So for example, the Korres vitamin C oil that I talked about, the Tatcha beauty oil. There's a whole bunch of companies that make amazing oils, but the one I also really like is by Pixie by Petra. There is a rose oil that you can pick up from Target, and it is beautiful and does a really great job on giving that extra hydration and glow back into the skin, because you'll notice specifically at this age that the glow has kind of been lost, and we need to add humectants and amazing ingredients in the skin to bring that glow back. So oils will be really imperative for you. So you're looking for beauty oils. Also too, a lot of people talk about the Josie Moran argan oil, and now this is just my opinion, but argan oil can actually be comedogenic, which basically means that it can cause acne, clogged pores, things of that nature. Now, there's multiple opinions on this. I'm just sharing with you the way I feel. So I'm not a super fan of that. I'm more a fan of like the Drunk oil, the marula oil, also too the rose hips oil from The Ordinary. The Ordinary also has marula oil. The Ordinary has some beautiful oils at a great price range, so you can start incorporating that into your beauty routine. Now, of course, I use oils all the time. It is something that I have always used. I incorporate it in my clients, into their foundation, but we're specifically talking about at this age that the skin is really lacking that moisture and that ability to be kind of glowy and youthful. I also wanted to give you a few extra serums that you might want to take a look at. One is the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiant Serum. That is a really great price point, as well as the number 7 Protect and Perfect Serum. They have really beautiful peptides and antioxidants in those serums that will really help you out, and I think that they'd be a great addition to your day or nighttime routines. So I hope this video helped you out on knowing what ingredients to put into your skin routine. And let me know if you have any more questions. And thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Mwah. Bye, you guys. All right, so you stayed to the end and you are getting a bonus of a couple things. First off is masks at this age, actually really at any age, but specifically at 50s, 60s, 70s, are really going to be your best friend. So obviously, you know, a lot of my favorite masks are sheet masks that you can get for a wider range of dollars. You can get them at the drugstore, Target, and obviously all of your beauty suppliers. The vitamin C serum from the vitamin C mask from Tatcha. I love some of the Dior masks. I absolutely love some of the Dr. Jart masks, and of course, some of my favorite masks are from Number 7. So those are drugstore options as well. But speaking of masks, since you have stayed, you are going to be the first to know about an amazing giveaway that I am going to be doing in conjunction with L'Oreal and Clarisonic. I am giving away one Clarisonic Mia 2 and a couple of the masks that they have kind of come together on. And they are some beautiful masks. Some of them are hydrating, some of them are brightening, some of them are detoxifying. So you're going to find a mask that's specifically for you. But you know how much I love Clarisonic. I use it every other day, and I think it is a really important tool to use in every skincare routine to make sure that you're getting the best benefits out of all of those serums and moisturizers that you use. So make sure, if you're not following me, follow me on Instagram, because that's where the giveaway will be. And I will be doing a couple Instagram lives about it, and I also will be doing a couple different posts. So make sure you're following me there. You will see that coming up this next week. So that is a huge giveaway. A Mia 2, I mean, hello, and a couple masks for it to go with it. All right, again, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.